Okay. We evolve. We adapt. Okay. I do have recording in progress right now. Hello again. We're the Light Force. With this recording, we have already tried this a couple times, so we're going to try it again. Hopefully Jay will get back. You want to go ahead and tell everybody on? Did you? Okay. We're talking today about activating our light bodies. We had got partially involved up to a point. I am going to quickly go through that again, very quickly, and continue back where we were. Okay, so we'll start with that. I am going to share my screen here real quick and talk again about the Kabbalah. The Kabbalah tree, and it's not coming up again. I'm having problems getting this to come up. Is it going to pop up here for me? It may not come up. Things are just not working the same way. They're just not.
Microsoft did a update with Windows and changed it from 10 something to 11, and I was having trouble with it too. So it might be Microsoft.
I have a Windows 11 computer and I can't stand it.
No, that's why they updated my 10 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And I had to uninstall it, and it's a whole pack. It messed my PC up too.
Well, what happens with it, every folder that you have on your system or ends up being put on like a cloud or like an online drive. Well, so if you're running slow on internet, you can't even hardly open your folders.
I know. And it locks me out of sharing my phone with my laptop.
Yeah, right.
You need to use a QFQ, whatever that code is, which gives them all your contact information and all. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just really, really awful. But anyway, we'll just move on. I had talked about the tree of life and the Kabbalah and the light body, the chakra system. Now they're all the same thing from two different parts of the world. We have chakras from the India region where they in the Hindu belief system, and then you have the Sephiroth, which is the Kabbalah tree or the tree of life through Judaism, which was, of course, within the Jewish communities, the early Jewish communities. I want to make that clear. That's no longer something that the Jewish Orthodox do. This was early, very early Jewish teachings. Through the Kabbalah tree of life, there is 9 chakras or 9 energy vortexes. And it's just now popping up for me to share, I think. I don't know what that was. Anyway, here we go. This is the two next to each other, the Kabbalah tree and the tree of life. And the chakra system. Very similar, all the same energy centers. And they're very easy to work with. Now, I know this looks very complicated, but it's not. This is not a complicated idea. It is very simple. Once you learn it, it is very simple, and you can actually learn how to clear your own chakra center, and that's what we're going to work on today. Let me stop this share. Okay, and let me get my back up here. Okay, as we stated before, each one of these centers within our body is energy, It is vibrating light. And throughout our history, you know, with everything that they've learned, those particular ancient histories learned that these energy centers moved like a circle or a wheel. And so that's why they named them, or vortex. And that's why they named them Sephiroth and a chakra, or chakra, because that's what that means. It means a vortex or a wheel. And so those particular energy centers, which energy is light, you got to remember that. And these particular energy centers within our body, they spin like vortexes when in balance, and they slow down and turn gray when they're not in balance. Now, we have 114 energy centers within our body. All of these centers are light centers, but there are 7 main centers of the chakra system, and that's what we're going to study today. 7 main centers of the chakras that actually control the rest of the 114. Now, one thing within Hindu understanding, each chakra is associated with different emotions. Every part of our body, whether it's our mind, our body, or our spirit, is connected. And this is how it's connected. It's connected through our chakra system. Our chakra center is like our spirit body. It is our life body. So, and each part of those centers have different vibrations, and they have different emotions that are connected to those energy centers. Now, this is what we're going to talk about today, because our energy centers are the energy centers within our body being connected to our emotions makes it very easy to determine whether or not an area is blocked. Now, like I said before, they each have a vibration. Well, what that also means is they each have a color. Now, what we're going to do today is we're actually going to use color therapy today to help with the clearing of these energy centers. It's very simple. And as stated before, our energy centers in our body, being in the color system, the light centers within our body are the same colors and spectrums of the rainbow of light throughout this universe. Okay, the different spectrums of existence, the different dimensions, we have that within our physical form. If you imagine the light spectrum of this universe being a rainbow, okay, even now even in Christian belief, they said, you know, remember the rainbow, it's a God's promise, right? Well, that's kind of code. It was a code to let us know that that rainbow is a part of who we are. That rainbow is our inner light. Even Jesus taught this in the ancient Judaism connection. Okay. Now, the light centers, excuse me, the light centers of our body is exactly like the rainbow, and that's orange, or excuse me, starting with our root chakra at red, our sacral chakra at orange, our solar plexus chakra at yellow, our heart chakra at green, our throat chakra at blue, our third eye chakra at indigo, and our crown chakra at violet or white. Now, as a little girl, I love science. And when one of the ways as that I was taught to remember the rainbow was by the first letter of each color. So as a little girl, you know, I kind of put it together as Roy G. Biv. Okay, that's a person, Roy G. Biv. Okay, each one of those letters is the color of the rainbow, and that's the order they go. So Mr. Roy G. Biv was a part of my life as a child, you know, and I loved the rainbow. Every time I seen a rainbow, it was Roy, because I that's the way I looked at it. But it helped me to remember the colors of the rainbow, and it will help you remember the colors of the chakra in the same sense. Um, now, uh, each chakra is also, I wanted to briefly cover this. We're not going to get in depth on each symbol, but I did want to briefly cover that even in the Judaism and the Hinduism, they use symbols for the representation of each chakra. Now, and through the Hinduism, they actually use the lotus as the symbol. Each petal, each chakra has a certain number of petals of the lotus. And inside of that chakra, or inside of that image, is another symbol that represents a feeling or a vibration of that same chakra center. So that's how they create those symbols. Those symbols are actually, I don't know if you can see this or not. This is one of my stones. This is the crown chakra. That's the crown chakra symbol. And it's got all the petals of the lotus. And that's when we're connected to God. And that's what that means. Okay. That's a full bloom. That's in full bloom of the lotus. And so that's where you get the lotus. Oh, Miriam's trying to come in. That's where you get the lotus of throughout the chakras, the lotus symbols within the chakra system. That's what that's about. Okay, moving on. We have, let's see, what do we have next? When each chakra is in balance, our physical and emotional bodies are also in balance. Now, that's something to keep in mind. Everything works together. Okay, your mind, body, and spirit connection. And this is our mind, body, spirit connection to the infinite creator. We're going to be connecting our crown chakra to the infinite light. Now we're going to go through each chakra really pretty quickly. The root chakra is the color red. Okay, and the root chakra is located on our bottom, on our tailbone. Okay, that's about where it's located, and what is emotional, the emotions and stuff that are associated, or the feelings, I should suggest, that are associated with the root chakra. Now, the blockages is fear of anything. Sorry, I'm losing my mic. It doesn't want to stay in my ear very well. Anyway, the root chakra also being the color red. This is the color that we will use to actually heal this chakra. But the blockages is fear of anything, really, of everything. Whatever you've got fear of, if you've got a fear, this is the chakra that's blocked. Okay, so we would work on that vibration. We would work when you're going to clear that root chakra. What you would do is you would stop and think. Okay, what's going on within me? What am I afraid of? Do I have lack of security? What about safety? Do I feel safe? What about comfort? Am I in comfort? You know, am I afraid of my surroundings? Am I afraid of something that's going to happen in the future? Am I afraid of what's going on in my life now? These things can block that chakra. And so that's where you got to learn to let those things go to clear that chakra. And you would use color red in the color therapy, and a stone like this one, which is red jasper. Now it's got the root chakra symbol on it there, and you'll be able to see that I'll be using these later when we go through the healing and meditation time. I will be doing a full clearing, a verbal clearing, letting you guys know what I'm doing and saying. So, or doing, imagining. I'm sorry, George.
We want to explore life in all aspects, but not until aligning with the soul will there be peace in all circumstances.
Okay, I think George is.
In this magnificent place that is.
But anyway, I will be using the jasper stone to help clear the root chakra area. Okay, now there's other things that can be done. Okay, yoga. Yoga is fabulous, and exercise, grounding. There's so many things that can help with clearing the root chakra, but you got to first work on the emotion that's connected to it. And once you work on that emotion that's connected to it, then it's just a matter of feeling it move, feeling it vibrate.
Allow you with your ongoing focus on yourself. If you desire to,
George, we're hearing you come through, hun. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I don't know what I was hearing, but it sounded good. But anyway, we're going to move on here. Thanks everybody, by the way, for showing up today. We've had a hard time even getting in here today, and it's been great to see everybody again and to experience this vibration. It's a breath of fresh air. Thank you guys for all your love and your generosity and your time that you give to the light. Thank you. Okay, and now we are at the sacral chakra. Now, the sacral chakra is under the vibrations of orange. And I'm practicing my sacral chakra today. I'm wearing orange. Dave said something about it today, so I have to mention it. Yeah, I'm wearing orange today. So, and this is a good one. The blocks that you get with your sacral chakra is guilt. Okay, this is where our guilt lies. Anything, guilty about anything. I mean, anything. Having children puts you in a lot of guilt. Okay, just so you know. We love our kids, but it sometimes it does make us feel like, oh, did I do everything right? Or maybe I didn't do this right. This is where our guilt comes from. Guilt comes from work. It comes from our daily life. Did I do it right? Did I fill that paper out right? Did I do anything right? And then this is where you got to have trust in yourself. Trust. This is what absolutely moves us out of that vibration of guilt. Is trust in yourself and feeling that I want to say worthiness, but it's not the same vibration. Guilt comes from when you feel like you're doing something wrong, and you got to learn that you didn't do nothing wrong, that things happen. Not everybody understands that when we have an error in life, it's really not something wrong unless you intend to do it in a wrong manner. Okay, this is where you got to let go of the guilt. If you're not doing anything that's not intentionally bad up against anybody or not intentionally doing anybody harm, then the guilt is secondary. It's not even real. Okay, just to let go of it. When we experience this physical life that we're in is a test. It's like a school. We have lessons every day, and sometimes we don't do that lesson right, and we have to do it again, and we'll figure it out the next time around. And you'll notice that if you're experiencing the same type of experiences over and over again. So yeah, you got to kind of think about that, as you're going through, if you're noticing that, I keep getting put in the same situation, start looking in it within and asking yourself why. Why am I experiencing this? Don't look at what other people have done to you or what this person might have done. That this person caused me to be in this situation. No, look what's inside of you. Try to figure it out within first. Okay. Once you figure it out within and you're adjusting and learning how to accept your own errors, you might say, then you can release that guilt. It just goes away. If you're not doing nothing to harm, or you've not done anything negative toward anybody, and even if you have, and you feel that that's a big part of what's probably blocking you, ask for forgiveness of self. Ask for forgiveness of that individual. Ask forgiveness of God, from the infinite universe, from the infinite creator. Ask forgiveness. Feel that forgiveness within. That's how we get rid of that one. And as we move on, and that's basically the chakra. Oh, and I also wanted to tell you different things about the chakra of that. It brings that particular chakra has to do with our sexuality and creativity. Now, it's our pleasure, it's our joy, it's our new experiences. So keep that in mind when you're working on clearing this particular chakra area, and you want to accept that the new experiences in your life. Start looking for new ways and new experiences to have joy in your life. Joy comes from within, but you can also have pleasure. I look, I go outside, I enjoy my flowers. I can sit and enjoy something outside of me. And I can sit and meditate with my flowers. I'll sit and water them, or sit and pluck weeds out of them, or just connecting with the dirt or whatever. This that is a really good way to get rid of any blockages you have in your root chakra, is to work in gardens and things like that, by the way. But new experiences and pleasures in life is not a sin. Okay. It's not a bad thing. You can have pleasure in life, and you can have wonderful relationships in your life that can bring you sexual relationships even. But an over sexual stimulation, it can also be a blocked sacral chakra. So you got to be careful there as well. The sacral chakra, when it's blocked, you can feel stuck within creativity. You can feel like things just aren't flowing in life. This is another place that you can be blocked with the sacral chakra. So these are things that you can clear when you're focusing in meditation, and you're focusing the orange color and clearing that particular area, which is around your genital area. If I did not say that in the beginning, you will clear that area. That is a wonderful way to be able to clear that area. Another one is dance. If you love to dance, that is a beautiful way and fun way to clear that area. I was just talking to Dave right before we started about, I said, I bet belly dancers have the clearest sacral chakra ever because of their movement, So yeah, I bet you it does. So he says it's the thought that counts. So But anyway, as we move on, I thought that was fun that we would be able to do that. But understanding when you're going to clear that particular area, there's many beautiful ways to clear it and enjoy and bring joy into your life again. Okay, the next chakra is our solar plexus chakra. Now this is the color yellow, and it is right at our stomach area. Now this is the one I struggle with the most. This is where blockages are things like being unworthy, shame, worrying about everything, stressing about everything. This is where that negative vibration is, okay? And this is where when you feel all those things, this is what blocks us. And we can get blocked on that daily, okay? If you stop and think about that. And I have an idea. A lot of people, they don't like the color yellow. Yellow is, to some people, is just annoying, you know? It's either too bright or too something, you know. Some people even say it makes me sick, you know. Why? It's because that area is not balanced. It's blocked. Okay. Yellow is the color of joy. And if that person is unable to experience the yellow in a joyous manner, then then they don't want to wear yellows. They don't want to surround themselves with yellows. So color therapy is like out of the question when it comes to that one, you know. But at the same time, things like yellow jasper, wearing a yellow jasper stone, or yellow aventurine. I've got a yellow aventurine. Um, that this is a yellow aventurine, very light yellow one for that chakra. But it's a chakra that everybody has problems with, okay? And this is also the cutoff chakra, you might say. We are working to step above this chakra level and move into the heart in this particular level of our evolution. We're stepping away from some of these lower chakras, and we want to clear them and keep them as clear as possible. We don't want to vibrate down in those lower chakras at all, especially in the negative blockage areas. If you know you're blocked down there, you need to clear it as soon as you can, so you can move back up into the heart. Okay. Now, like I said, the yellow chakra is, or the solar plexus chakra is, we call it the solar plexus chakra because it is our sun. It is also where our chi comes from. This is where our chi is generated from martial arts. If you know anybody in your life that has ever done any types of martial arts, they would know about the chi. And the chi is the energy center within our body, and they believe it comes from the solar plexus area. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Anyway, the solar plexus chakra is anytime you're feeling unworthy about anything. Shame, it's a little different. Shame is something that we put on ourselves. I'm ashamed of myself. I don't look right. Whatever it is, you know, I don't want to put that vibration out there, but yeah, you know what I mean. The unworthiness, the shame, the stress, the worry. We already know what happens if you worry too much to your physical body. You get an ulcer. You're going to get an ulcer. You're going to get something physically wrong with your belly. Okay, this is why It's so important to keep that area as clear as possible. And like I said, this is something I'm working with constantly. Working on that golden light. Okay, remember the golden yellow light, bringing it into that solar plexus area, clearing that area, and then again, dance and yoga, working with stones, energy to clear that area. But first of all, getting rid of the negative energy that is associated with it. That helps with it all. Okay. Once we can move past that unworthiness, we can move into the heart chakra. Now, the heart chakra is green. We're at the color of green with the heart chakra. Let me get my thing out here. Oh, and another thing, our self-confidence is a big thing. That's one of the things I wanted to add as far as the solar plexus chakra is about our self-confidence. You know, it took me a long time to even put my face on a picture, let alone get in front of a camera. I just did not have the self-confidence to do so. And this was something, again, like I said, that even I have had to deal with. And I don't know what just popped up here on the screen. I didn't mean to click that. But anyway. Empowering ourselves, learning to trust yourself. David just seen 444. We were at 444 here at our time. The chakra, and what a perfect place to mention the chakra of the heart. Okay, there's two ways to block the heart chakra. One of those is hate, any type of hate. Okay, I hate this, I hate that. How many times do we do that in a day? How many times does that come out of our mouth in a day? It can a lot. You're creating it. So yeah, that can block our heart. We got to say we love it. I love it. I love it, even if you don't. Thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you for what you've given me. Another way the heart gets blocked, which is sad, this is a sad one, is sorrow. This is when you lose someone, like the sorrow of death in your life, feeling great sorrow. Some people feel great sorrow just being lonely. Okay, this sorrow can block our heart. And this is where best ways to clear that type of energy is going out in nature, sharing love, compassion, forgiveness, gratitude to anybody and everybody around you. These are ways that you can clear. Of course, like I said, yoga, dance, stones, and color therapy with green. Now, some people like to also use pinks with this color, but I do want to remind that pink is also can be used with their root chakra as well. Okay. Pink can, light pink can be used for the heart chakra as well. I choose green. It keeps me so I don't get confused. But this is where we have happy, healthy lives, our heart. Okay. And no, I'm not a Cheerios commercial. But eating healthy is part of having a good, healthy heart. It's a part of having a good, healthy chakra system, eating healthy. Some of the things to find out whether you're not are blocked, if you're blocked within the heart chakra, lost you again. Hold on. Okay, can you still hear me? Okay. How do I show kindness toward myself and others? These are questions to ask yourself if you're blocked within your heart chakra. How do I show kindness toward myself and others? How can I serve others better? Am I living a meaningful life? Do I care for those around me? Those are just a few questions that you can ask yourself to find out if you are blocked within your heart chakra area. The next one is our throat chakra. Our throat chakra, again, I've had problems with this one, but this one's because of my throat dealing with something to drink. But I do have a healthy throat. It's just very, very dry. I'm a Indiana girl that moved to Colorado that is not used to high desert. That's what that's about. But the throat chakra is blue, a lovely blue. The blue is a color, the dark color. Now I'm gonna specify this blue because the next three chakras are very similar in color. You have a blue, which is the deep sky color blue, sea blue, air blue. And this is for the throat chakra. And you can buy scarves or anything like that if you like to clear that area. And what blocks that area is problems with telling the truth, lies, not being able to listen. These are some of the things that can block, that you can tell when someone is blocked in that area. And if you notice it within yourself, am I not listening? What's happening? I do that a lot. I'm a talker, so listening, learning to listen. That's one of the things that helps release the block of the throat. The ears and the throat kind of go together. We listen and we speak through the same chakra, energy center. And so if you're having problems, and I imagine people who lie for a living, like lawyers and things like that, probably have a hard time with that chakra. Okay, they probably really do. Okay, that's something that would be really, really rough for people if they had that kind of a job. And of course, lying is not good anyway. This chakra, the throat chakra, it also indicates intelligence and freedom. Our throat chakra indicates our freedom. If you feel that you don't have freedom in your life, you may have issues with your throat chakra. That's something to keep in mind. Not being able to express yourself freely through your thoughts, emotions. If you feel like you can't express them for whatever reason, you may be blocked there. That helps us understand that a little bit more. To clear those, of course, would be working on being honest in all aspects of our life, and chanting mantras, learning to listen, practicing yoga that focus on that chakra. Of course, stones like lapis lazuli, blue stones that might help with that chakra. You can lay down and literally lay the stone, or put and use that blue energy, or a blue scarf, or any blue material, any blue, lay around your throat area that'll help clear that area. But yeah, that's also good. Of course, nurturing yourself with citrus. Citrus is wonderful for the throat chakra. If you can handle lemon juice, growing up, I was a singer and my son was a singer. And I traveled with my son as he performed. So he was very conscious about his voice. And singers actually use lemon juice to help clear their throat and clear that chakra. That's the same thing. They will use those tones. May me my mo moo or whatever it is, they do that. Okay, those are clearing their chakra. That's what they're doing. Okay, a singer has to have a pretty clear chakra to be throat chakra to be able to sing. So yes, that is all part of that. Our physical body works along with that. Blue crystals, necklaces that carry blue. It's a good thing to wear to help clear that. Our third eye chakra. Now this is our indigo third eye chakra. Any blocks? What blocks the third eye chakra? The illusion. Stuck in programming, old beliefs, no imagination. These are the blocks of the third eye chakra. And to clear those things, you have to step out of the old belief systems to truly clear this area. By old beliefs, I mean specifically that you're stuck in the three-dimensional illusion that you're separate. Okay? You're not separate from anybody. You and I, her and him, we're all connected. Everybody here in this world is connected. Everybody in this universe is connected. And the block of the third eye is the concept of that separation. So it becomes a very hard chakra to clear because people don't want to step away from their old belief systems. They don't want to step away from that illusion that they're separate from God, that they're separate from the infinite, that this light that is within them is connected to the infinite. And if we get these blocks out of there, we actually connect ourselves to the infinite source, the creator. That's what that's all about. That is the ancient teaching. Okay. And it's very, like I said, very, very simple concepts here. You're stuck in an illusion. You got to get out of it. Wake up. You're connected to God. See those lights within you? They connect you. Okay. This is what those particular teachings were about. We use the color indigo on this particular one. Indigo is a color of purple. It's a darker color of purple. And it symbolizes inner depth and intuition. This is also where our intuition comes from. Wisdom, devotion. This chakra is all about vision, not only what we see within, but what we see with our physical eyes. Now, I have been blocked within my physical life. I am considered legally blind. My dad was literally born blind. So within my life, I've had problems with my eyesight. So, being in that particular thing, that particular area was blocked for years. And I know now that I don't need my physical eyes as much as I use my inner eye. I use my inner eye a lot more, especially now through meditation and through things like that, imagination. That's a big one. Learning to basically create, doing the creation, the co-creation, like we had done last time we had this meeting, where we was co-creating the new earth and doing that kind of thing. So yeah, it's you learn to do things creating with that third eye, whether you're painting, writing, changing your living room around, whatever it is. If you're being creative, this as well, this is also where this comes from. This is our imagination, where that part is. Now our creative part of our sacral chakra, the orange as well, is also where that creative. This is where those two can connect, and you can actually clear both in the same sense. So you can actually bring in your imagination into your creativity. One of the best ways to clear the upper chakras is from the throat chakra up is the chant. Meditation daily helps open the third eye. There's other things that you can do, like staying away from fluoride. That's a big one. David and I actually did a cleansing. It was actually a 7-day cleansing. It was a 7-day cleansing where we ate 7 garlic cloves a day for 7 days. Now I'm telling you what, we smelled like a garlic clove, bad. But at the same time, talk about some major dreaming. Okay, we were dreaming some crazy stuff, but it was one thing I can say, it definitely did a cleansing on us. Whether it did do anything at all, it did do a cleansing. Now these were practices years ago that was supposed to clear your third eye, and we just decided to try it. And what we did, we ate the cloves raw. We chopped them up real fine and basically swallowed them like pills, so we didn't have to chew them. So, but at the same time, because it was awful, but at the same time, it definitely was an experience. It definitely seen a difference. Whether or not anybody would ever want to try that, I would not suggest it. Because you will have everybody in the neighborhood going, "Oh my God, what's that smell?" It's bad. Okay, we are at the last and final chakra, the crown chakra. Oh, wow, guys. This is the tough one. This is the toughest of all. This is where we're stuck here in the physical form. To clear the crown chakra, you have to get rid of all attachment. Attachments to everything. Okay. To this physical life, to the physical people, to jobs, attachments to houses, to locations, to money, anything like that. You can have attachments to anything, people. Okay. What I mean by this does not mean that you have to not love them. Please understand that. An attachment means that when it's time, that you can say goodbye and still love. Okay. It means that that person's going to come with you when it's their time. Especially people. People are hard to let go of when it comes to that. I often think what I would ever do if I ever lost my mother or David. Now, I don't know how I would cope. But at the same time, I do know when my dear cousin passed away, she was my best friend, and she died very young and unnecessary. So when she did pass, I knew she was going to go, and so it was like, and everybody, we were going to have to pull a plug on her, so it was like, okay, how do I do this? I have to say goodbye. And I did. And I told her, I'll see her later. I'll see her later. I told her to go find grandma. And I'd meet her up there. And I meant it. I meant it. Yeah, I cried. I bawled my eyes out. I miss her. I miss her terribly. But I let her go. I let her go. I let her go on. I let her move on. She's up there with grandma. Shoot, they're probably in new forms by now. They may even be in a new life. They may be getting ready to experience this fifth dimension like we are. So I had to learn to let that go. Even with my dad. When my dad passed away, I'm the only one was there for him. I had to bury him. It was just me. And his family literally turned their backs on me, told me they wouldn't help me. So yeah, I had to say goodbye to my father in a totally different way. But when you learn to say goodbye to family members, and I dread the day, when I ever have to do that with my mother, David, or anybody. But at the same time, we can do it and know now. I mean, for years we thought it was just this life and that was it. But now we know. Now we know that we're not just this physical body. We know we are eternal. Attachments is a hard one. We get ourselves attached to this physical world. And it's going, and this is where we make our connection. When I meditate and I go to clear that area, to make connection, to do a channel, to make connection, to do just personal work, on myself, when I'm clearing that area. A lot of people use the violet color, which I have a stone of the amethyst. I use amethyst for that one. Amethyst for the crown chakra. But when you go to meditate and you're imagining that area, I literally say goodbye to the world that I'm in. I don't need this physical form to communicate through. So, and I know that my actual self is in someplace else. Does that make sense? I'm sleeping someplace else. And I'm basically just an avatar. So I know this thing. And so I can let go of this physical reality with a little bit more ease, I think. Now, believe me, I don't want to let go of the people either. It's one of the things that you don't ever want to let go. But you understand, as we're going up in vibration, we're all going up in vibration. So maybe they're coming with us. And like I said, even if they aren't, they'll be there. They'll be here along whenever. It's not, there's no time limit on that. There isn't. You make your own choice. You do your own thing. This is just a window. This is a window of time that's happening right now. It's a window that we have an opportunity to step through and become a fifth dimensional society, a fifth dimensional planet, and best of all, fifth dimensional within. Okay, we're going to become fifth dimensional beings. Now, many of us are here. We've done this before in other lifetimes. But as we clear our chakras, what you're doing is clearing the negative out of your body. The negative is leaving. You've done cleared it all out. So guess what? You're connected, your light body. Once you clear all that negative from each chakra center, each energy center, each light within your body, Jesus called them candles. Clear your candles. Care for your candles. You know, that's what we are. We're light bodies in a physical form. We got a physical outer shell, but within we have energy centers that are our light body. And it's that simple. It really is. It's not a hard thing to work on our chakras on our own. It's not a hard thing at all. Very simple. And what we're going to do, and I'm about ready to start that here in just a few minutes. We're going to do, I'm going to give a guided meditation, and we're going to do a guided meditation to where we're going to clear each chakra. We're going to go through the 7 chakras and clear them and connect ourselves with the infinite. Okay. And then we'll see how everybody feels afterwards. How's that? So, is everybody with me? Perfect. I love you all. Bless you all. I will do my symbols to move the energy and to get all the energy out there to everyone. We are going to do a chakra clearing meditation. It will be guided to where it'll give you an idea of what to do for yourself. Okay. And there's no right or wrong way. I do want to mention that. Understand that. There is no right or wrong way. You can do this for yourselves. I did want to say my third eye, I don't think I ever showed you, but my stone for the third eye that I use is black obsidian. And the reason why I use the third eye black obsidian for the third eye rather than a purple stone is because it goes deep. Anytime you use a black stone in meditation, it goes deep. It digs deep. It dives deep into whatever problems there is. Okay. And just to know, I think I got everything. I have the green adventuring. Did I show that one? It's a pretty one. I'm going to be holding these up as I'm doing them, just to send the energy out from the stones and the color. But and it also help you. Believe me, any color stone that you get a hold of before I get started, I know any color stone that I get that you get a hold of, like if you have blue stones and they can be used for your throat. If you have purple, they can be used for the upper 2 chakras, green stones for the heart chakra, yellow, and so on. Okay, so just keep that in mind when doing any kind of stone work and crystal work. Okay. I want everybody to take deep breaths. And I want you to feel the air, the breath come all the way down into your body. You're breathing in the light ray. The ray of love, the ray of God. The light ray is white. White is the color of all colors. You're going to think the white ray coming in through all the chakras. Take deep breaths. Shokare, Shokare, Shokare. Han Shazi, Shonen. Han Shazi, Shonen. Han Shazi, Shonen. Shokare, Shokare, Shokare. As that white ray shines down through your body, it's going to reach the very bottom chakra, the red chakra right around your bottom. You're going to feel that red chakra glow with red. You're going to feel that red chakra turn like a vortex. We're going to remove all fear. Any fear that you have, that you have brought onto yourself. Imagine a glow around that chakra, and it's moving and churning like a vortex, clearing. It's becoming clean. No more fear. You're releasing it. Let it go to the universe. All fear. And as it becomes clear, it becomes very vibrant, and that red glow starts really glowing and starts really moving fast. And as it moves, it begins to lighten into orange and move up into the sacral chakra. And you're going to feel that beautiful orange glow within the sacral chakra. That beautiful orange glow is going to remove all guilt that you may have accumulated throughout your day, throughout your life. We're going to release it now. The orange glow is getting much more intense and spinning like a vortex. As it releases all the guilt and it clears the sacral chakra, it begins to lighten and turn to yellow and move up to your solar plexus chakra. You're going to see a beautiful golden glow, beautiful golden yellow, shining around and swirling around in a vortex. You're going to release all the feelings of unworthiness, shame, worry, stress. It's just going to go. You're going to release it to the universe right now. That golden yellow glow is getting very strong. And it's going to move and turn to the color green. It's going to move up to your heart chakra, releasing you from all hate and all sorrow of loss and loneliness. We're going to heal our heart chakra, filling it with love, unconditional love. We're going to fill it with care. We're going to send love to our neighbor. We're going to send love to the person down the street. We love ourselves. We send love to ourselves. We take care of ourselves. We give ourselves care. We give our neighbor care. We give our neighbor compassion. We're opening our heart chakra. As that green glow gets more powerful and more stronger, as you feel the love, it's going to gradually turn to blue and move to the throat chakra. The throat chakra is spinning like a vortex with the color blue. The beautiful color blue is glowing all around us, all around our throats, releasing any untruth and opening our ears to listen. We allow our speech, our freedom, our communication to open. We're clearing that throat chakra with the beautiful blue ray. And as it gets more powerful and clears us and opens us to truth, it begins to slowly turn to purple, to the color of violet or indigo. And this is going to remove all our old beliefs. We're going to release everything. We're going to release any beliefs that is holding us back. We're just going to let it go. Beliefs that you're just by yourself, that you're single, that you're just separate from everybody else. That needs to be released. You need to open into oneness, into unity, understanding your connectedness to all, releasing the illusion of separation. And as we watch this purple glow, this indigo glow, we're going to watch it turn to violet and to pure white. And it's going to move to the very top of our head. And we're going to release any attachments. We're going to say goodbye. We're going to let go of anything of the world that does not serve us in the light. We're going to watch this beautiful, wonderful white purple light clear our crown chakra and open us up to the infinite creator. Now you're going to be able to see that beautiful white light shining right down through all the beautiful centers of your body as it heals every chakra in your body, balancing you and connecting you with the infinite light. And so it is. We'll sit here for just a moment in peace and quiet as you watch this beautiful white light shining down through all the colors of the chakra. See all the colors glowing within the white light. And you're going to sit with that as you clear. And slowly come back to your fourth, fifth dimensional selves. Take deep breaths. We just did a full body cleansing. When we clear our chakras and we do it in this manner, it actually affects our lives. Take big, deep breaths and relax. I love you all. Are we back? Is everybody back and able to function? Hello.
Yeah, it's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Marion. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
How's
Hello.
and
everybody
I got
doing?
some emotion. I got some emotion with the crown chakra.
You got a
It's
lot of
like
emotional with the crown. Yeah,
yeah,
that
and
happens.
I feel like I am about 50%, but I need to work more. Or I'm working still on the attachment. So, but
Yes.
thank you for
Well,
mentioning that. So thank you so much.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Anytime that, especially like I said, the crown chakra is a tough one. It is a tough one. And it does make it as emotional because we don't really want to let go. And that's probably why we keep coming back, huh? But anyway, this is our last time. So yes, you got to realize that the soul, the spirits is all coming with us. Okay. Like I said, I believe my grandma and grandpa's probably already in another body. You know, they very well could be. So understand that and really live it. Once you learn that death is not an ending, I think that helps. Or even separation. We're not separate. You know, this is the concept that we really got to learn to integrate into our lives is that we're not separate. You know, we are one race. We are human. You know, we're not separate from each other. This is one. We are of oneness. And this is what that means. We are of oneness. That means we're not different. We're not different in any way. This is just a physical avatar. That's all it is. Our light body is within us, and we have just activated it, and we're going to keep on activating it. Now that everybody knows how to do it, we can actually continue, and you get lighter and lighter and lighter every time you do it. Okay, because you're letting go. And when you learn to let go of the things that no longer serve you in the 3D, which is fear, guilt, unworthiness, hate, lies, illusion, attachment, once we get rid of all those things, we've cleared ourselves. It's that simple.
This was
I
wonderful.
love you
Do you
all
know?
so much. I am going to go ahead and end the recording. We can continue to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did somebody speak?
Yeah, I was just wondering,
Okay.
do our pets come? Do you know if our pets come with us into the fifth dimension?
Okay. All animals are of the earth. Okay. So all animals come with the earth unless they're a violent type animal. So yes, our animals are moving with us. There's nothing to be concerned about that. Animals are nature. So yeah, we are ascending in consciousness. We're stepping up into fifth dimension, but we will still have access to other lower dimensional creatures. So there's nothing wrong with that. And even I don't know if you've noticed or not, animals are ascending in light right now as well. Okay, they're actually becoming smarter. Their consciousness is raising too. So I'm beginning to get scared of my cat. Yeah. So you never know. So yeah, things happen. We're here. We're right here now, and we're moving right along in this ascension. It's happening now, and the cats and the dogs and all the beautiful nature animals, the wildlife will be coming with us. I imagine the lions are not going to be as mean, and the gators, if they come, I don't know, I doubt, but we'll see. We'll see how that works. Our dimension will be a non-physical dimension, but we will see within a physical reality. So we will look like to ourselves. We'll be able to see each other. Okay, for instance, we call it non-physical reality, but we call it a non-physical reality because we can't see it within the 3D. Okay, that's why. Fifth dimension cannot be seen by a 3D perspective. Our 3D eyes can't see it. But as you know, as you become aware, we are moving into we are actually within the fourth dimension, which is allowing us to see other things and experience other people or beings outside of our dimension. This is what's coming in. You're seeing that happening in Miami and other places where other beings are actually stepping into our dimension. So and this is the reason why they're able to do this, is because we have stepped up into the fourth dimension. The fourth dimension is kind of I want to call it a bridge or a hallway, you might call it, to the other dimensions. Okay, you can actually fourth dimension is accessible to even the darker energies. So yeah, so that's why they're able to actually step into the fourth dimension. We're moving through it like a hallway, though. We're just ignore them and keep going, keep moving forward. We're literally just going to move right on through fourth dimension and literally at some point no longer be of this physical body. And this physical body will be our light body. Now, I wasn't going to say much about this, but I will go ahead and say this real quick. I know what I guess I would call it my higher self looks like, my physical form of my higher self. I know what it looks like. It's actually transparent, and I can see the energy centers within my body, and I can see my nervous system in my body, but I'm transparent and able to see that through. And so that's what I physically see with my eyes when I'm in my higher self form. That's only happened to me 4 times in my life, 3 times in one night. But this particular thing, what I'm saying is, when our body actually changes into that density of fifth dimension, it changes in all density. It's going to be vibrating higher. Our energy centers within us, excuse me, our energy centers within us will be vibrating higher. It's going to vibrate at a higher rate. So each one of those chakras, we're going to raise in vibration. And we're going to be raised, and we'll be able to see that within our physical bodies. I know this to be as my known higher self. I also know this to be a fact within the Nag Hammadi codices. There is a section, and I could not find it, but there is a section in one of the books where it talks about Jesus and after he ascended, and how they could see his candles within him. So I find that fascinating that they witnessed after Jesus's resurrection, or after he was no longer in the physical body, they could see him by his light energy centers within his body. Okay, this is what he actually taught. He taught the Kabbalah. He taught about the Kabbalah tree, or the tree of life. So this is what he talked about, which is the energy centers within our body. But I'm going to go ahead and end the video itself. We can still talk later, and you can ask questions or whatever you want. That's fine. I'll hang out. But let me go ahead and end the video.